Welcome back to Frugalman Outdoors. Today we're going to take a walk in the woods a little bit on the edge of my property, and I'm going to show you how to find fatlighter or rich pine or sapwood. It has many different names, so depending on the region and who taught you how what it is. Anyway, what it is a sap that is trapped in the dead wood of a pine tree. It is very flammable, and people use it for starting fires. They'll put it in their survival packs. If you keep this in your pack, you will always have something to start with. That way you could dry out whatever is out there and get a good fire started. So I'm going to set you up on a tripod and show you what it looks like when you find it in the woods. This here is the stump from a pine tree that has been knocked down by a hurricane a few years back. I know it is pine because of the bark that is still close to it on the ground. Anyway, over here off to the side, I found the tree that someone pushed up with a excavator or a bulldozer or something, and I'll show you what it looks like when you find the fatlighter at the base of it. As you can see, this tree is well rotted. It's been down for quite some time. But if you take a good look real close in there, you'll notice that there's bright pitch showing through the wood. So I'm going to dig into there and cut out a few pieces of that pitch and show you how easy it is to make a fire with that. Okay, so when I came over here earlier, I started moving this around a little bit and noticed that this dark area here was shining, so I knew this was fatlighter. So I'm going to cut into it, break it open. Now, if you take a look in here, you see the little shininess right there. That is the sap that was trapped in the wood. Now, the tree is dead, but there's still sap in there, and that is what is very flammable. It will actually smell like kerosene. So I'm going to take this over to my fire pit, and we're going to shave some off and show you how easily it lights. On my way back over to my fire pit, I noticed that this piece was sitting off in the woods. It is well rotted, but right through here you'll notice that it is shiny, and that is the sap. That's the pitch. That's what is very flammable. And I'm going to cut a couple pieces of that up here in a second also. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record when I made my first fire. So here's take two. I'm going to shave these down on top of this stump here. I'll take a lighter, I'm going to light it up, and you'll see how easy it lights. Okay, so here are some chunks that I chopped off. I'm going to leave some of them a little bit bigger. I think I'll take this one a little bit smaller. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bigger piece and I'm going to shave some pieces off, make a large surface area. That way it's easy to light. If you touch that, you'll notice that it's sticky. That's the sap. Ooh, wind's blowing everything away. There we go. Now, if you'll do this before you go out in the woods, keep it all shaved up in your pack, you don't have to worry about possibly cutting yourself out in the woods. So that's what I would recommend. Have several different sizes, all the way from shavings all the way up to the larger pieces. It'll minimize the chances of you getting hurt while you're stranded out in the woods. Here we go. We'll get quite a few shavings here. If you notice how dark that is, that's got the most pitch in it. That's going to be plenty. I'll pull all that together. I'll break a couple of these pieces up here. Now this is so flammable that you could actually use flint, but I'm going to use a lighter. And here's my lighter. Well, there you go. It lit right up easily. You could actually hear the crackle of the sap. And it is burning very well. And now, if you have a good base with this fat lighter, all you have to do is start adding some of your damp stuff that you find out in the woods, and it'll dry it out. And this fat lighter will continue to burn until all the sap is gone. There we have it. This fire has been going for about 5 minutes now. It is still burning good and hot with what little bit of fat lighter I put on there. So this is a good thing to keep in your pack. And it's also good for using around the house if you want to just have a small campfire outside. You don't want to cook with it though. It'll leave a bad taste on your food. So you want, if you're going to use this to start a fire for cooking, make sure that the pitch is already burned out of it, and then your fire is going with the dry wood. Because this, you don't want your food to taste like this. Anyway, if you have different names that you know, fat lighter or fatwood, known by different names, leave it in the comments below from where your region is and what you call it in your area. That way we could share it throughout everyone. That way we know what to call it in different areas. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. See you next time.